Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're doing another fan cam to Arsenal's game against Man United, where we lost 3-2 on the night. We got Luca from This Is Luca's Life. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Just very disappointed, very angry, and all this stream, all this stuff has drained me out today, and I'm just hurt, man.
Yeah,
I'm just.
I'll start with the lineup because I wasn't impressed with the lineup. I wanted to see Pepe on the right, really, with Martinelli on the left, Smith Rowe in the middle, and Lacazette up front. What did you make of the lineup?
The thing with the lineup, I was very disappointed with the lineup, in my opinion. I thought, why is El Neni starting against Manchester United? Even people were saying as well. I just feel like I think it was just a bit wrong. I think you should have gone with Sambi Lokonga, in my opinion. And I can understand people saying, oh, yeah, El Neni and Partey worked last year. Maybe it wasn't a bad thing. Bit defensive, but I don't think it didn't work, in my opinion. And I feel... I went to go back and watch it a few times, and I feel like you were right in a way. And I feel El Neni was... I don't think he wasn't that great, but I think he kind of done better than Partey. And I think Partey was poor today. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's just not the player as he was before. Aubameyang, oh my God. Literally, this guy is really, really like I love the guy, mate. Like, I was one of those people where I thought, you know what, will he sign his contract? And he did, and I was buzzing at the time. But the thing is...
Obviously, I'll just come on to that, because
yeah, that's fine.
Obviously we took the lead and we were playing well at that time.
Yeah, we were playing well in the first half.
Yeah. Obviously, we get the equaliser. They got the equaliser. We went in at half time.
Yeah.
That's where you want your leader, your captain, to step up and implement what has been said over half time. And obviously, with Aubameyang not turning up again and missing a blatant opportunity, which was offside in the end, but it just shows what's happening with him. Do you feel this is actually Aubameyang, or is it Arteta? And do you think that Aubameyang, it's either going to have to be either you choose between Aubameyang or the manager?
I think it's Aubameyang, in my opinion. I think all today is everything, because I'll start with
do we have to make that choice, or can it work between the two of them?
I just feel you've got to make the choice, because at the end of the day, right, I just feel like I think we start with the Aubameyang situation. It's simple. This guy, I gave so much faith, right, in this guy, and now I'm starting to lose patience in him. Didn't score a single goal in pre-season. Absolutely embarrassing. And I remember we did this back in the summer. I said I'll give him 6 months. Near towards it, I said I'll give him to the January transfer window. January's around the corner. I've started to lose patience in this guy. I want this guy gone, Aubameyang. I'm sorry, but I respect the guy, what he's achieved at Arsenal a couple of seasons ago, but age is getting on to him now.
So you want him gone rather than a manager?
I want both gone.
You want both?
I'd rather have Arteta go over Aubameyang. But at the end of the day,
sorry, just to play devil's advocate, would you think if he was under a manager like Potter, who creates so many opportunities, would he be able to flourish?
For me, with Graham Potter, right?
Because if you see teams with like Man City, Man and Liverpool, because they create so many chances, he would get the opportunities to score goals. And
with Graham Potter, what I saw yesterday, he got a point against West Ham. I'm still not his biggest fan, but if it has to be a choice between those two, then yes, you have to take Graham Potter, because at Anfield, we go and concede 4 goals at Anfield 2 weeks ago. Brighton get a result of 2-2 at Anfield. Whereas you've noticed that what you just said is right, because technically Brighton, they're one of those teams where they're not giving up. They got a point against West Ham. West Ham are on form. And technically, Arteta's not doing that. And I think what the weakness tonight was the game management. I just feel I think it was
I was gonna
absolutely
say,
poor.
I was gonna ask about that.
Pepe for me. I'm not his biggest fan, but this manager's killing his confidence, man. Technically, this guy's going to be going at the end of the season. Pepe for
I'm
me, at
surprised he
least.
doesn't sign in January after what
I
Arteta's
think what
done
will
today.
happen. I think what will happen is he'll go out on loan, and then we'll bin him in the summer, but technically and get less
He won't
value.
go. He won't go on loan. He's too big of a player. He won't go on loan. But I think what will happen is, I think he's going to probably say to Arteta, if you're going to pick an injured Saka on the bench over me, I'm gone. Simple. And
It's true. It's true. That's exactly what AFTV said. And technically, I feel like Pepe for me, if he's not gonna get played, and you're picking him over an injured Saka, and you bring guys, and this is another thing where Arteta's game management is at 2-2. You should bring Nicolas Pepe and Aubameyang. How have you not scored that chance 1-on-1 with David De Gea? Don't get me wrong, De Gea good saves on his day, great keeper. But at the end of the day, you've got to be squaring it. Even chip the ball at least. Aubameyang for me, this guy, 250 grand a week, 350 grand or whatever, how much you on now? This guy has to go, and we need a strike in January. Is massive. We need a midfielder alongside Thomas Partey. I like Lukonga. I don't know why he didn't get played, but El Neni and Partey doesn't seem
I
to work.
understand why he did that, because you have to be a bit more defensive when going to Old Trafford. I can get why he's done that, and he is still a young player. We got to bear that in mind. So I can see why he's done it. But I feel for me, if it was me, like the thing that's the thing was is that again there's another game that's not Aubameyang's game. It's Lacazette's, and he's not picked Lacazette over Aubameyang because he doesn't see the point. He doesn't see which game suits which, and that's tactical naivety. Also, the tactical naivety is when you come out in a press conference and say, "I'm not good enough." I'm not good enough. I'm saying we don't know what Man United are going to do, so we're just going to focus on our own game. And he's been caught out because of it, because he hasn't been able to address what Man United were causing. But like Saka, what do you make of that?
I just think it's just bad, poor decisions and bad management, because technically Arteta, right? You're going to Old Trafford with a weak Manchester United team, and I look at the team, right? With no Wan-Bissaka, no Luke Shaw in that team. Not to disrespect, Telles has been great this season for Man United. I'm a massive fan of him.
To be fair, Telles has been far better than Luke Shaw. He's better than Luke Shaw.
He has 100%,
and no Pogba.
No, and he's out till next month. And technically, right, that was all, and no Matic as well, which was quite surprising. Donny van Beek. That was a weak Manchester United team. And getting back to the Saka situation, why would you bring a guy who's not good enough anyway? Eddie Nketiah, 6 months left or whatever, how many he's got in the contract. We're going to be bidding a couple of strikers in the January or the summer. Laka wants to go. Eddie's going to go. We want to get rid of Aubameyang. We need a striker in January, ASAP. Next month, Arteta better start flipping planning this, because
he's not going to buy a striker.
He's not. I think what will happen is we'll end up getting one player in, but
we'll loan. We'll get a loan deal.
We need a midfielder alongside Thomas Partey. If you're not going to get a striker, you play Martinelli until the end of the season. Martinelli, I love that guy. This is why I call my Twitter name Martinelli AFC. Free up Martinelli, right? Should fight.
With Martinelli, I felt the only reason he played started tonight is because Saka was injured. Right? That's why he was on the right, to be honest. He had no intention of playing Martinelli if Saka was fit. Do you feel that if he drops it, because at the minute do you feel that, first of all, do you feel that every time Martinelli's playing at a minute, he's making Arteta look like an idiot? Because it just shows about he had no reason. It just shows that Arteta had no reason to drop him. It's just because he had an agenda. And two, do you also say is that it's down to Martinelli. It's down to the fact that, yeah. Do you feel that's the case? Like, that's how that looks, because there's no explanation.
I feel with Arteta, right? I feel he's getting himself an idiot, because at the end of the day, right, Martinelli's actually showing performances saying why that I'm not getting a lot of games here. He's thinking, right, I only played because Saka got injured and he was carrying an injury, right? Martinelli's proved it tonight that the fans know that we want him to start, right? Aubameyang not good enough for this football club at the moment. Martinelli, right? He is hungry, mate, and some of the tackles he done tonight was brilliant. He even owned Jadon Sancho tonight. But at the end of the day, right, this manager, right, is killing players, right, potential players.
Yes, talented.
Even Bannigan. I'd rather start Bannigan over Aubameyang. Someone said that on Twitter today. I'd rather start a Bannigan over. Call up Bannigan from the under-23s. Did he not score a hat-trick like the last previous under-23s? And technically, I'd rather call him up and I'd rather start him against Aubameyang, because I feel like, right, yes, we've got a very, very young squad. I get that. But we're lacking experience. Where is the experienced players that are not performing on the pitch what we've got now? Okay. Partey, experienced now. Second season at Arsenal. What's going on with him, man? Mohamed El Neni, he wasn't completely bad, but El Neni was okay, but I didn't want him to start.
El Neni's one of those, he's safe. He's a safe option. Like,
he's there, safe. He gets the ball, he releases it. Partey does the work. He's one of those players. But at the end of the day, right, some of the players you played tonight, like Odegaard, don't get me wrong, I respect you, right? And I think I said it in my stream as well. When we equalised and made it 2-0 after that penalty done, right? I feel like, okay, I respect you what you did on there, but he was just going missing. A soft penalty you give away, man. Literally, come on, man. A 2-2, man. You go for it. You try and get it. If this was the Invincible season, right, or the '89 team, they would not be happy with that.
2-2, it's like you do it when we went 1-0. Like we address
even on reset it. We sit back.
We sit back, let's soak it up a bit, and then go again.
That's what annoys me. And I said this in your stream, and I said it in my stream. Even Henri made a very good point, and you do not sit back at 1-0, right?
No, I'm sorry, but you do not. No. What I'm saying is that they didn't sit back at 1-0. What I was saying was, in the stream, was you sit back, consolidate, because you're playing away at Man United, then go again and try and get the second, which is what they tried to do. Right, and the same with the second goal, especially the second goal. Because
the thing is, Arteta's got to stop this situation. Every time when we take the lead against these big top six, we always have a good go, and then we don't seem to win the game. It's been happening for years. It's even happened with Arsene Wenger.
I've got to wrap it up.
Yeah, we're going on. Let's wrap it up.
It's going on.
About the Everton game.
Yeah, quickly, just a quick on the Everton game. What are your feelings towards that game? Quick feelings towards that game.
If we see the first half performance, I'm confident we can get something against Everton. But if we see the second half performance, if it goes too defensive, if it goes too deep, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to be negative if anyone's watching this. I think we'll lose the game. But I'm confident going to Everton. I think we'll get a draw in this game. I think we'll get a draw. But
cool. Where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, follow me on This Is Luca's Life with apostrophe, and also follow me on Twitter, Martinelli AFC. And please go back and watch my rant from the Manchester United game. Please, be much appreciated if you can. Thanks for having me on, man. And no worries, man.
No worries. And yeah, we're back. Hopefully with another fan cam. SFeatley's final word as well. And we're back also to later on with the match reaction live play rating show. But until then, stay